Thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for being here, sharing with your friends, and hope you're excited because I have a raffle. Hey, Silly Anderson, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? And welcome everyone who is here. Champ Angelo, hey. Hey, Arlen. How's it going tonight? So you got a little preview of what I'm going to be talking about. And it was cold today, and I didn't feel like washing my hair, so I have my bright beanie on. How is everyone tonight? How's it going? What are you doing? Hi, Nian. How is it tonight? Thank you for being here. And if you're new, let me know what your name is, how you got here. Invite your followers if you think that they might be interested in this scope, because I'm so thankful for all of you being here, and I'm so thankful for everyone that I have met on Periscope. And if you read the title, you know that today, this one is my 100th scope. Woo! I didn't think that I would ever get that far, and then it just snuck up on me, and I realized right before I hit submit, so I had to pause and think, how are we going to celebrate? So I came up with an idea, literally 5 minutes ago. Hey, Daddy in Trouble, how's it going tonight? Celebrating 100 scopes, woohoo! So let me read you the quote, too, of the day, because I found it so perfect as far as this being from Mexico. Welcome. Daddy in Trouble, did you watch the yoga tutorial? I know you said you might start a couple of simple yoga moves. I did one yesterday. So today's quote. So if you are new here, by the way, my name is Lisa. Where's your party hat? This is my party hat. It is pretty, colorful, right? I should have put, a hashtag of some sort to make the hearts go, crazy, but I couldn't think of one that would go with that. They probably have one. I'm just too new to Periscope to know. So anyone who is new here, my name is Lisa. I am a yogi blogger. That's what I've decided to start calling myself. And my blog is boxedge.org, no underscore. If you go there, then I share with you my yoga journey, learning positions, but also mindfulness, and I like to share with you quotes of the day and questions that make you think, essential oil recipes, that's most of the things. I'm a yogi boo. So, today's quote, which led me to the question, which then was perfect because it's the 100th scope and we're going to celebrate, is from William James, and it says, "The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated." So, if you have anyone that you appreciate, invite them to this scope so that you can tell them. That's going to be one way. Oh my gosh, there's a DVD in the back of this. I never even knew. I'm going to have to put this in later. Apparently it has a song by Omar. Cool. So invite your followers if you appreciate any of them and want to give them this positive message. And we have some surprises coming. So, first off, I want to thank you and tell you that I really, really appreciate all of you who are on Periscope. I mean, some of you drop in for just a few seconds. Some of you stay here for hours at a time with me. And I'm so thankful for that, because it was really hard for me to get to this point where I'm just so free and happy feeling. And without a lot of you, I probably wouldn't have been here. So I really am so thankful for you. I never thought I would be so thankful for people that I've never even met in person. It's crazy. It's showing how much technology can really bring everyone together, and we can support each other even though we don't have to be next door neighbors, you know? Hello again, Arlen. So again, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. So that's why today's question, oh gosh, how did I word it? Hi, Jackie! Jackie, I appreciate you so much. You inspire me to keep going and learn to be strong. Arlen, you inspire me to learn a lot more than I ever thought I could. And that's what we're all about today. So the quote, Jackie, is the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. And I think that we all can feel that because, like, why do we go on Scope? Like, we want to share our message or share our experience and have other people appreciate it, right? Or like, why do we post pictures on Instagram? We want them to appreciate like either our hard work or our thoughts, if you're typing like I do on my pictures. And like, pretty much, why do you do anything? You want to be appreciated. Otherwise, you would be in a little cave all alone. And that's cool. Like, so I feel like that's where I'm headed, according to Jules. Thank you for inviting your followers. But right now, I love the appreciation that I get from you as far as sometimes I'll say something and I guess it like makes something like click in your brain. Jules, I'm appreciative of you because you inspire me to learn so much more into like the depths of yoga. And I learn like from you every time you're on Scope and every time you're on my comments. And I appreciate all of your positivity. And you're like my best friend. Yes. Where is Evelyn? Gosh, Evelyn's just MIA lately. So who do you appreciate? So tell me in the comments, like type away, you'll have plenty of time. I want to hear like, who are you appreciative of? And we're going to talk about how we show our appreciation, which is a little bit linked to a book. So it should help. You're appreciative of Jared, her Jared. I believe that. What are y'all appreciative, everyone else in here? And if you have anyone that you are appreciative of, your 3 children, how old are they? And Daddy in Trouble, remind me your name again. It takes me a while to remember. So we're going to talk while you're typing in like and brainstorming. Your kids and all of you, please be appreciative of your husband too. I think you should be. 18, 17, and 14. Oh, dang. Joe, I remember when I was that age and I would have, if I were my mom or dad at that age, I would not have appreciated me. Your wife, yes. I was not very appreciative of my parents at that age, Joe, so I can imagine how hard it is to appreciate some children. Okay, him too. See? And sometimes we allow like silly little things to cloud our appreciation and our judgment, and like we forget who we are appreciative of or what we're appreciative of. And one thing that does help me get through every single day, it's really hard to do, but when I wake up, my first inclination is to reach for my phone. Bad hand. Like, I just want to be on the phone all the time. It's terrible. But I stop myself and I'm like, you can't look at the screen until you think of 3 things you're thankful for. And I'm like literally like holding my phone upside down. I'm like, okay, what am I thankful for? And it's kind of silly, but like they usually end up being very much the same things, like my cats, my boyfriend, and my parents. Or like the other day what was something else I was appreciative of. I was like, oh, I am really appreciative of my chapstick, my functional body. You folks on Periscope are changing my reality. Yes, that's so beautiful, Jules. We love you too. I love to start and end my day like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I have to include that into the end. Evelyn, there you are. I'm appreciative of Evelyn because she allows me to throw out my crazy ass ideas and not feel crazy. My colleague passed out of gratitude sheet at work. We could enter something every day. I love that. Yoga, love, and the ocean. I love all of those too, and I'm so thankful for them. But Evelyn, I'm so appreciative of you for being probably like my number one edgy, because without you being there for me, thank you, because without you, I probably would have not continued doing Periscope, and I don't think I would have came up with this crazy, ridiculous plan of mine, which you're going to get some details on in just a moment. So, by the way, I found out that I talk so loud that you can like hear me outside of my cottage. So sometimes I try to calm it down. Gratitude makes everything else possible. Exactly. So keep typing anytime you think of something new that you're appreciative of, and then this will be on catch. So if you ever have a day that you're just like, ugh, I do not like anybody, then you could go back to this episode and be like, oh yeah, I am appreciative of those things. I forgot about that. Break of my homework. Okay, well, we're about to get to the good stuff. So as you're still brainstorming, as you're still thinking of who you are appreciative of, let's talk about how we appreciate, because I think that sometimes we like have communication problems, and this is perfect. It's according to JMA Universe. If you know who I'm talking about, she's like an astrologist, and I've been really up to date on her guides, reality TV. Okay, I will let you be appreciative of that. This is reality TV too, though, so I cannot judge. She was saying, though, how Mercury is really affecting all of our communication skills lately, and even like phone communication. Probably all the things that we keep blaming on Periscope, just like, is probably actually from the astrological issues. My family, even if they sometimes drive me crazy, yes, right? That's how I feel too. Why does my screen always go so dim? Okay, I can see you now. Yeah, so yeah, seriously, apparently like Mercury is making like a lot of stuff not work, and I swear I even experienced it the other day. My Bluetooth in my car just like would not work, and it was the exact day that she said like we would have like the worst communication problems. So I tweeted her a picture of it. So, but in talking about communication, I think that sometimes we may forget that we don't only have like different verbal languages and written languages, but we also have different body languages and like emotional languages. So let's kind of tie this in, and if you have any suggestions or feedback, then tell me, because I'm all about learning how you think too. I appreciate all the beautiful people I've met through Periscope. Me too. But have you ever read the book, The 5 Love Languages? Like hand up or like a number 1 if you have read it. And if you're new in here, just in case anyone's joining that doesn't know me, my name is Lisa. We're talking about appreciation today. No, okay. So if you go to boxedge.org, click on books. It is in my list, my like growing list of Amazon books, and it was actually one of the first books that I read on this journey that kind of helped me get out of my dark rut. Me and Jared had a dispute about not communicating, fighting about 2 minutes. Well then, Jules, okay, you got a book suggestion for me. I have this as a book suggestion for you. No way. So it's called 5 Love Languages. I actually listened to it on Hoopla, which is like the library thing, that one of the relic to what is known now. What is known now, if you can like type certain things that are very, very important for me to know, Arlen, because yes, it's not very new book. However, if you are like starting at square one, I think that it will help you get started in the right direction, because I would say that if I did read it now that I've also like read a lot of other things, it probably wouldn't help me as much. However, it starts to like open your eyes. So that's what I'll like go off of, just to keep it really kind of simple, for tonight. But I agree with you, Arlen, that there's a lot of complexities in our minds, so I imagine that it's like not just 5 things, but it kind of helps, and it starts to make you aware. So what are they? Let's see if I can remember, because it's been a few months now, but I think about them all the time. The author is Gary. I don't remember the name of the author because I just saved it, but if it's on my list, if you go to boxedge.org, click on books, it's in the list on the Amazon cart. So it's called The 5 Love Languages, and it has like a heart and stuff. So I can't remember the name of the author right off the top of my head, though. So this helps me whenever I am talking. Yay, reset! Thank you for the hearts. And if you've given 500, you can always reset if you feel like. This helps me not only with my love life, like someone who I see as like my partner, someone who's very near and dear to me. Like, it's obviously what helped me the most. However, I literally use this idea now also with like my mom, my dad, my brother, my friends, people like that I encounter every day, because sometimes I had just like gotten into this like zone, like this is like how I appreciate people, and you just expect everyone else to do the same thing to appreciate you, and that's not always true. Welcome back. So the first love language, just to keep things simple, would be words of affirmation. So who all in here right now, like, if you do something really awesome or fantastic, who loves to hear, great job, that was awesome, you got booted again, great job, you rock, oh yeah, people show it differently, yes, you're so amazing, I believe that, Evelyn. You like to hear like cheering, like if you get a cheerleader on your team, you are like, yes, I am winning at life and I feel so appreciated. I do, we all like to be appreciated. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, do you actually like hearing those words? Because it's kind of funny. I don't really care about the words. It's not as a big of a deal to me, which is funny because a lot of times you'll notice on like Instagram, I can usually tell who does have that type of mentality, like who likes that stuff. Jackie, I think that I could see that you love it, and that's good. And so I know to like tell you whenever it's like super freaking awesome. If my boss tells me good job, I'm like, yay, I did something right, and he actually acknowledged it. Yeah. I think it's not like I don't like to hear that I'm doing a good job. You're not feeling the love. What? You should be. I love you, Arlen. I appreciate you. But, and I'm getting lots of love from y'all. Thank you for the hearts. But I'm saying, like, I don't like it. I feel like if I hear it, I might slack a little. I got booted out again. Oh gosh, yeah. Love, love, love to you, Arlen. Maybe you're not used to hearing it. It is very possible that is a reason why it's not as important to me. However, I don't know. Maybe. I didn't really look into like why. But I just know it's not quite as important to me. So just keep this in mind, that just because you may be like ultimately like blissful if somebody gives you like a pat on the back and says that you rock and sends you like a cool little cat doing like backflips, so you think I am No, this is about, Jackie, this is about how everyone, okay, let me read you the quote again, because remember, the quote is, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. So everybody wants to be appreciated, and I'm using the love languages as like an example of like appreciation because I feel like they're really, really close together. Neurolinguistics explains how we communicate and why. Boom. So look up neurolinguistics and like how that associates. And Jackie, so what I'm saying is that not that you're self-absorbed. That's not at all what I'm saying. Everyone wants to feel appreciated. What I'm trying to point out is that we may interpret things as appreciation completely different. So what I'm trying to say is that I know that if I tell you you're doing awesome because you are freaking awesome, then I know that it like gets through to you, that you know how to accept that type of message. But what people usually don't know about me is that it's okay. I'm okay, like, if people say nice things to me, but it doesn't really matter as much. Like, you'll probably notice in my scopes, like, you know how you get those random people that are like, you're beautiful, like, you have such nice hair, or, like, your eyes are amazing. I'm like, okay, thank you. But you can tell in my face, I'm like, it like just goes right over my head. It doesn't really matter to me. I wasn't praised growing up. My best friend was, and she has a really high need for praise. Yeah, and so that's, I feel like I've seen that more, yeah, because my boyfriend, I read this book, and so I figured out, like, how I feel appreciated and how I know he feels appreciated, and that's exactly his, and his dad is, like, very, like, to the point, and you don't get a lot of praise, but if you do, then it's, like, awesome. Internal versus external thinking. I don't know what that means, Arlen. Can you elaborate? So, Jackie, so no, not that you are self-absorbed at all. More just like, I know your language. I know how you take it. I know that I can tell you that and that it means something to you and that I'm not wasting my time. Do you know how many people that I comment on their Instagram pictures and I'm like, I don't just put like heart emoji, wink, kisses. Okay, I don't do that. I put like really like something thoughtful. I'm like, wow, like, I really like how you put your foot, or like, I really like that pillow because I really want one of those. I wish Periscope let you write paragraphs, I know, right? But, do you know how many people don't even give a shit that I'm writing all these, like, heartfelt things? Because that's not how they talk. That's not how they communicate. So a lot of times if I can tell that that's not how the person is gonna, like, take it in, then I'm not gonna do it. And sometimes you can tell. It just takes a little bit of practice. So that's number 1 out of 5. So number 2, if you're going off of this list that doctor came up with, is acts of service. So I love it when you do. It means a lot. Hello, I'm having an emoji junkie, but they all have meaning when I use them. I know that they have meaning from you. Some need outside approval, others know internally. Yeah, okay, I like that, Arlen. Yeah, and I think that would make a lot of sense as far as why I don't care about, like, so much what people say. Because I'm, like, I've always been at least very okay with myself as far as, like, I don't care if people like it or not necessarily, you know. Some of my ebooks are pointless, not most. But it's always nice to hear somebody, like, give you appreciation, but it doesn't, like, break my heart if they don't, because there's other things that would make it more important to me. I don't need praise or approval to know who I am, yeah. So, and some people do. Some people, it's like, they don't know how to act if they don't get it. And keep in mind that all of this is like an interim. So as we talk more and more about yoga and like kind of getting rid of that ego, this shit shouldn't even really matter. But because we are probably still suffering with like a little bit of an inflated ego right now, at least I can kind of guide you as far as like how to read people and not get in fights, because at least it won't invite negativity in. But eventually you'll just be like so okay with whatever that it really won't matter as much. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Or does that sound crazy? Let me grab my charger. Why did I think this was going to be short? Why do I kid myself? Okay. Because we're only on number 2. Alright, number 2. Acts of service. What does that mean? Who in here loves a good foot massage? Raise a hand, throw up some emojis, hearts. Who loves a good foot massage? I'm gonna have to flip you sideways. Sorry. I do. I've never gotten one really, you know. There's only a few times that I have, sorry, other direction. Feet. There's feet. Ego isn't a part of a person who is comfortable, confident, and believes in themselves. I agree. No, don't touch my feet. Don't really get massages every day. Not me. I agree with you, Arlen. That's why I wanted to put that caveat out there, because I'm trying to speak to everyone in like a realistic manner, because I know that we're all still learning and we're not like all perfect yogis yet. So that it's actually, I had to go through this phase to get to the phase that I'm at right now. And now a lot of these things are really probably not even mattering at all to me. You can massage your own feet. That feels like the sentence that I get all the time. So, or who is like, feels like on top of the world if somebody like washes their car for them or picks up the like dry cleaning or the groceries for them. It is not the same. No, I totally agree. Who like loves that? Because I'm guessing you can get where I'm going at with this. So acts of service is like some people feel like they are appreciated and loved like if somebody's like doing something for them. This one's really hard for me because this is literally at the bottom of my list. So I'm like, what? Like, I love a good massage, although I swear it is hard for me to find a good one. This is called sort criteria. Got it. Yeah. Oh, I can read your comments better actually whenever they're over here. The acts of service, like, so one of the girls that I teach, she totally speaks this language and she does not feel appreciated unless somebody is doing something for her. That's kind of funny because it ends up making her sound like a slave driver. And honestly, it can be at times. If someone is thinking of you and gets you something. Not yet. Coming up, Jules. Getting close, though. More like if you were going to have to do something and then like somebody did it for you. So like separate products and services and go into the service department. That's what I'm talking about right now. So people do things to gain pleasure or avoid pain. Yes. And so that's why I want to focus on that today, because I at least want to help you avoid pain, because I don't think that we should really be paining ourselves as we don't understand like what the hell is going on in our heads. I just want my family to say once, can we help clean the table? Even if they don't mean it. I'm sorry that I'm laughing so hard at that, because it's so true. You need to tell them to watch this. You need to say like, please listen to this, or get the book and have like a book club for the whole family. Because you know what? They probably don't understand it. Like, they probably have no idea. They just think like, love you. Okay, that's enough. Got it. They want they need to. They're convinced once or need convinced repeatedly. Yeah. And so this girl, she likes it if her fiance washes the dishes. Like, literally, that is like him like doing amazing job for her. I could care less. Like, I'm a do-it-yourself kind of girl because that's just how I was raised, and this one has a lot to do with how I was raised. So I appreciate people if they help me, but like, it really does not matter that much to me. It does not make me be like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I'm more just like, okay, thanks. Let's get like efficient with this. You do that and I'll go do this myself, you know? But some people, that's what you need. And so you might appreciate somebody and you might be like telling them over and over how much you appreciate them. But until you go and just like clear off the table, then it's not gonna make it clear to them. I call them for dinner. They eat like animals in the wild. Then they run like spook deer. You are cracking me up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's about how my family ate growing up too. So this one's kind of pretty like straightforward. Like you may notice like somebody that gets excited like when they do a service for you. Do you have get out of my way moments? Yes. I do. I'm a little bit better than some other people that I've met. Actually, my boyfriend's like terrible at it. I can't do anything. He's like, just move. Just let me do it. I'm a little bit like that. I wash the dishes for my mom sometimes and I notice that she gets happy, which makes me happy. Yep. So, yeah, this one's like not mine or my boyfriend's actually. I don't think it's, hey Tim, how's it going? We're talking about like who you appreciate, what you appreciate, and how you appreciate. Your language is telling on you. My potty mouth. Yes, I try. I don't really try to censor because it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. It's actually much less than it ever used to be. I will tell you that much. But yeah, I definitely,